Hello guys, greetings from Dubai. Where are you spending your vacations? I hope you are enjoying your vacations, just like me. As I told you before, I am in Dubai, so well, I know you are agreeing with me, but well, that's life. It's not my fault to be here in Dubai. I'm sorry for you. I have heard you are at home, and well, it's not my fault. Anyway, well, no, not really. I'm not in Dubai. I am here in this wonderful city, which is Jalapa. Today we are going to continue with your classes. I hope you have already read the unit 6, which is about vegetarian people. Do you remember what a vegetarian is? Well, that's easy because this word is kind of cognate, similar to Spanish. And of course, yes, that that is people who don't eat meat. Well, in case you have read this text, I hope you remember what it is about. In case you remember, there are four people, and they were asked why they have decided not to eat meat. And well, do you remember the names? I remember Marion, Anne, Josh, and Simon. Well, and they had very interesting reasons. Can you say the reasons why they decided not to eat meat? Well, for example, I remember that one person said that it was because he or she is from a country, and in this country, well, their family are mostly vegetarians. That was the reason he or she doesn't eat meat. Do you remember who she is or who he is? Well, I remember. Well, there is another person, and this person said that he or she doesn't eat meat because they love animals. Do you remember that? Well, I hope you do. There is another person, and this person said that he or she doesn't eat meat because his or her health. Do you remember that? I hope so. Another person said that it was due to environmental matters. I hope you remember the reason. I hope you remember the reason of these environmental matters. Why was this person focused on environmental matters and not about animals? Well, apart from this, I hope you have read and you tell me in the comments, or you can write about it, make a video too, in which you can explain why these people decided to. Well, of course you have to say person, the name of this person, who is Marion, Anne, Josh, and Simon, and who said what. Well, as you can see behind here, behind me, there are some phrases I have already written, and this is in order to remember the full infinitive, which is used very much in this text. I hope you remember that. I hope you have already read it. If not, I invite you to do it because, as I told you before, this is a text very, very interesting. And because besides of being interesting, you can increase your vocabulary and many things, your English abilities. Of course, the grammar and another facts that you can learn about this. Well, um, yes, I was telling you before, this is the full infinitive. We have seen a lot of examples with this, but for me, well, I decided to do this because to review this because, well, as I told you before, it was used a lot. And there are many phrases where you can identify this pattern, by the way, what is the full infinitive? Do you remember what it is? I hope you do. Well, full infinitive is, a verb, and this verb has the preposition to, and after the preposition to, of course, there is another verb. So basically, we have two verbs joined with the preposition to. For example, this phrase. I hope you can see it. I want to eat. I want to eat a hamburger. I want to eat something else. I want to be on vacations. I want to go out. Now that you are at home, I want to go to the beach. I want to listen to music. I want to do many things. I have written these examples for you, well, these phrases. Let's see some of them. But the first phrase that I hope you can see is I couldn't bear to. Here you can see the meaning in Spanish. For example, I couldn't bear to eat meat. And this is another phrase that there is in this text, no longer. Here you can see once again in Spanish the meaning. I no longer wanted to eat meat. It was difficult to find a train station. It was difficult to find a hotel. It was difficult to find a restaurant and so on. Then you have it was strange too. It was strange too not to eat meat, for example. It's easy too. They tried to offer me some jobs, for example. They tried to offer me some coffee. They tried to offer me some orange juice. I was surprised too. I was surprised to meet a person with the same name as me, for example. I have started to, well, nowadays that some people are at home and they cannot go out, they have started to make videos just like me, and they have started to learn from videos from YouTube, from other alternatives. I have started to cook. I have started to read a book. I have started to write letters. I have started to do many things. Here is another example. I persuaded my mom to. I persuaded my mom to cook for me. I persuaded my mom to buy a telephone or something. In case, I hope you understood everything I said, but in case you didn't, here you can see some of the examples. Well, first I'm going to read them again for you, and then I hope you can read it. I'm going to show it in a minute, these examples. And of course, these examples appear in the text. So I hope you read it and notice them. And if you have any question, please ask me. Well, this is one of the examples. It's easy to find vegetarian food. I no longer wanted to eat meat. I persuaded my mom to try cooking some vegetarian dishes. It was strange not to eat meat. The doctor warned me to change my lifestyle. I decided to eat no meat, and my mom refused, which means negarse. I hope you remember this. My mom refused to cook my special vegetarian food. Here are examples. I hope you can read them. I think it's a little bit difficult to read it, but I hope you can do it. Well, if not, once again, you can see them. You can see these examples in the text. Apart from, sorry about that. Apart from this grammar that you can find in this text, in the Unit 6, which is about vegetarian food, the reading section, there are some new vocabulary. For example, plenty of. Perhaps the American people, remember, they don't pronounce the T when there is a T between the N and the Y. So plenty or plenty, they would say plenty, plenty of, which means sufficient or enough. Turn, turn with with a meaning of become. So in this case, turn is used as become. Couldn't bear. That's a little bit strange because bear, is like also in Spanish, but that means couldn't stand, just like couldn't stand, just like well, I don't want something, I don't like it, I hate it, more or less same. Instead, in Spanish we say in the place of. Instead, then raise, raise, which means bring up, educate someone. And the word no, we have already seen this phrase before, which means any in negative sentences, like I don't want any meat, I want no meat. Well, these are the new words that I would like you to see. Well, and once again, this is the new vocabulary that appears in your book. I hope you have your book. If not, well, anyway, please try to take these phrases and make your own sentences. Of course, the only thing you need to add is one verb to finish them. It was difficult to ride a bicycle. It was difficult to find a parking lot. It was difficult to, and then you use your imagination, or you just can Google them so that you can get some more examples using these phrases. I couldn't bear to. Actually, this phrase is new for me. I hadn't seen it before. But of course, that means I couldn't stand, which is the same. I couldn't stand, so I didn't like it. I I hated it, and so on. I couldn't bear to to see animals dying, and so on. Well, yes. Once again, welcome back. I hope you enjoy your lesson. And mm, well, once again, I need to continue enjoying my vacations, and I hope you too. So once again, greetings from Dubai, which is near Jalapa. See you later.